Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the respected dignitaries, distinguished speakers, honorable participants, the loving audience, and all beautiful people present here from all around the globe. Think, act, change. I, Ms. Nada Ratkovic, IIU, Europe co-founder, President of Research Center, Country Director, Croatia, IIU Board Member, and the COO of the Global Education Community 2030, welcome you all to the two-day international conference on the topic Multidisciplinary Education and Research, the Day 2, jointly organized by International Internship University, Global Community for Education 2030, and IIU Research Center. Yesterday, we have a day one. We have an amazing day. We have a great estimate speakers, researchers, educators who share their views, who share their insights. We learn a lot. We see what is happening new, what is new on the global level in the part of the multidisciplinary research in different fields. Let me introduce our organizer. Global Community for Education 2030 has been formed to promote and implement United Nations 2030 Agenda SDG for making educational accessible to all through partnerships, policy, guidance, capacity development, monitoring, and advocacy. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development is a plan of action for people, planet, prosperity, and comprises 17 Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 4 is the education goal to ensure inclusive, equitable, quality education and to promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Education 2030 is Incheon Declaration and Framework for Action for the Implementation of SDG 4. Professor Pradipta Mandal is the founder. He is also the founder of Global Educators Forum and Global Metaverse Community. Mr. Piyush Pandit is the president. He is the founder of International Internship University and Swarna Bharat. Professor Nada Ratkovic Me is the COO of the Global Educators Community. Dr. Snikta Kadam is the chairperson of Global Community for Education 2030 and the COO of International Internship University. International Internship University is a leading virtual education system, and it is a global brand confederation, which is the most valuable and trusted worldwide and well reputed in delivering innovative programs. Globally, it is a trusted name for quality training programs and committed to provide better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wings in 195 countries, 6 continents, under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit Sir, a committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate educationist from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. Now, our Sir Piyush Pandit is coming with a big new project in his e-village. And you will see on 22 April, the big Earth Day, the big forest action, and in the e-village, a new education center with a new school. So IIU Research Center is a unique hub, and it is the establishment by and providing the research facilities to our visionary and to giving an opportunity to the researchers, authors, educators, students, scholars across the globe, and enhances the research opportunities, academic excellence, real-world problem solving, and knowledge creation and dissemination. Me, Professor Nada Ratkovic, as a president of IIU Research Center, think if you have ever thought about how would be the world without education, research, science, innovation, technology, or any development of anything, then the IIU Global Community Center is for you. Let us continue today acquiring the knowledge of multidisciplinary research and education. We know that education and research can change the way how we are looking at ourselves, yourself, and the world. Yes, you can. You can change the world with education and research. And you are today here on the right place where our great esteemed speakers will be able to share their knowledge and experience around the world with new, innovative ideas and attempting them to set a quality education for the future generations. So that is the importance of multidisciplinary education and research. And it is really multifaceted nature, and it will be today, like yesterday, demonstrated by the facts of our esteemed speakers, and they will say and present that in a number of ways, from numerous ways, from a different purposes. So healthy, stable population, world-class education, training, effective social protection, authentic and transformational culture. Today, on the day two of International Conference on Multidisciplinary Education Research Conference. So yesterday we have an amazing master of the ceremony, our great Professor Kerudin. Today, we have a great lady. We have a great lady, Miss Chandani Kinger, teach international speaker, ambassador many global platforms, and she's coming from United Arabian Emirates. Before I give the stage to her, I want to congratulate the Easter for all the Orthodoxes and all who are today celebrating. Also for our people who are in the period of the Ramadan. Happy Ramadan at 21st April. And we know that they are in their prayers. We have so many today, yesterday, today, our great educators and researchers. So I want to give the world and the stage to my great master of the ceremony, great Miss Chandani Kinger. Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Nada. Okay, now I think we can start with. Good day and welcome everyone to our great event and on the second day of the International Conference on Multidisciplinary Education and Research, jointly organized by the Global Community for Education 2030, International Internship University, IIU Research Center. I welcome you all for the second day, and I'm sure it's going to be a great learning event for all of us. It is my pleasure to have you all here joining us today from the different parts of the world. I know it's very different time for all of us, and we have gathered here to discuss a lot more about the education and the research that is being taking place all over the world. We have an incredible lineup of the speakers, so I would definitely ensure that we all are here together till the end to share their expertise and insights on the subjects that they are going to talk about. Our speakers are coming from the different backgrounds with the diverse experiences and the perspectives, and I'm very confident that their contributions is going to enrich all of us with their understanding and their experiences. So without a further ado, it is my honor to introduce our first speaker for the day, who is Dr. VJ.A. Caroline, who is a professor and counseling psychologist, chairman of the Life Foundation, MD Vishwa Humanity, a United International Royal Council, who is also a global peace ambassador and an international speaker. And Dr. VJA is coming from India. So let's have her on the stage and let's hear her experiences. Ma'am, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am, for inviting me. I'm Dr. Caroline from India, professor and counseling psychologist, chairman of the Life Foundation, managing director of Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council, and managing director of CATV.net, a web channel. It's a great honor and privilege to be on this prestigious platform, IIU and Global Education Forum, together conducting very amazing and inspirational conference that is especially more aspirational topic, that is multidisciplinary education and research. It's really apt in the present scenario we need to focus on the multidisciplinary. If you look at the age-old tradition and till before COVID, we have noticed that we used to have only, we have to excel in one subject. We had to be mastering one subject. But the present scenario, it is the time to take up and focus on multidisciplinary education system. This will help the children to understand their passion, their interest, their desire, and so that they can excel themselves in one subject. So if we, at the intermediate age, we know they are very tender and they're unable to take up the decision. Example, my son is an intermediate. When I ask him to choose one subject which is very much interested and is unable to find out his desire and passion. Suppose if we take only one subject into criteria and where he has to focus, and it's very difficult after taking up the subject, he may not excel and be the master in the passionable subject. But if it is interdisciplinary, he can explore and understand his desire, his interest, his passion, and he can be the master. So now, earlier we used to say we have to be master of one subject, where to excel. But it is a time where we have to focus. We have to be jack of all subjects and master in one subject. So when we become the jack of all subjects and understand that our interest, our desire in which subject, so that we can excel. That is very much interested. So recently, the JNTU, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University of Hyderabad, introduced this multidisciplinary system. And recently, for the year 2023 to 24, they have introduced for the first batch of BTech. Along with the BTech, they can take a BBA degree also. The courses of BBA and BTech will be going simultaneously. And if the child is really interested in technology, or the child is interested in business administration and entrepreneurship, he can focus on BBA and he can excel himself. And he will be a skilled person, which is very much required for the building of the nation. So we need to tap the knowledge and wisdom of the younger generation. So it is a time that multidisciplinary education system is very important. Even if we take up the engineering streams, the subjects like chemistry, physics, math, English, and engineering graphics are introduced for every stream of engineering, because these subjects knowledge is also very much to focus on the technical subjects. These are like a foundation. So multidisciplinary education system is very important, and we have to encourage students to take up accept the multidisciplinary and see that they can be excelled in their desired subjects. That is very important. And as they can shift on to different subjects, and they can gain a lot of knowledge, and this will help them to have innovative skills. So they can enhance their skills. They can enhance their skills and the creative thinking skills, the innovative skills, and time management. Such kind of skills will be developed in the child, and that is a very good platform for them to excel themselves. So research is also going on in the multidisciplinary area, and university is also focusing on the multidisciplinary education system. And especially during COVID, all the universities has focused, and this is the right time to implement the interdisciplinary education system in every universities. So we have noticed already many universities have came forward, and they're already introducing the education multidisciplinary system, which help the child to excel and help in their career prospects will be high, and he can be a prosperous child, which can help him to improve his standards of education and knowledge and wisdom. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. It was really a great an insightful discussion, actually, I would say, because I have personally experienced this week itself at my school, where we had a career counseling session with the parents and students of the young adults. And we discussed the same thing, that these days it's not just being a master in one subject, but yes, you have to be a jack of all also. And that actually related me directly, as I have just done it recently. So I think it's a great message for all the young adults, that it's not something that they have to think about their current scenario. Okay, I can do better in this subjects, or maybe I can do this particular subject. But yes, they have to ensure that it's somewhere that they have to look forward for coming years also, right? So that was great to hear that topic once again from you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yes, I would request all of you to again join me for welcoming our next speaker. And next speaker is Dr. Firdaus, who is also a Dean of Faculty of Business and Social Science from Benawan University, Jakarta, and that is from Indonesia. So I welcome Dr. Firdaus, and would like to hear your experience and your knowledge. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Chandani. Good evening, everyone. Here in Jakarta is almost 8 p.m. in the evening. So let me share my PowerPoint here. Okay. All right. Just want to share a few minutes about the multidisciplinary education that we've been practice all over Indonesia. It's just recently that government released a regulation to all higher education to have multidisciplinary education in teaching and research. So we are here, I believe, on to strengthen the SDG number 4, the quality education. So there is a quote from Michael G. Bell: "Your brain has a capacity for learning that is virtually limitless, which makes every human a potential genius." So to refresh our mind, that multidisciplinary curriculum is studying the same topic from a different viewpoint. It's also called cross-disciplinary. So a unique educational system that promotes a multidisciplinary approach to help students follow their passion. Then here in Jakarta, we have a program for Campus Merdeka all over Indonesia, from Aceh to Papua. So it gives the right to study 3 semesters outside the study program. Okay, so it's called Merdeka Belajar in Bahasa, is Campus Merdeka. So freedom to learn and independent campus. So improving student competence, meeting the needs of industry and business, especially innovative learning, flexible higher education autonomy, learning according to the passion, and then learning that improves effective cognitive and psychomotor aspect, as we learn from Bloom. So learning according to the community needs. And then we have 8 activities to support that multidisciplinary. So student exchange, internship, or work practice, teaching to elementary school, especially for student or doctor, to teaching to elementary school in remote area. And also we have collaborative research with companies in industry, entrepreneur activities, independent project study, and building a village through thematic work. Lecture is not for lecturer, it's for student. And then how we do it. So why it's come to become a regulation. It's current situation up to now. It's students don't have much flexibility to take classes outside their own study program. And then the weight of credit for learning activities outside the classroom is very small, unfair to students. And then on many campuses, student exchange or work practice actually delay the student graduation. Now the new policy directive is higher education institution must give students the right to voluntary, can take credit outside of college as much as 2 semesters or equivalent to 40 credits here in Jakarta. And then you can take credits in different study within the same university as much as 1 semester. So total 3 semesters outside your major classroom. So the credit that must be taken in the original program are many as 5 semesters. And then it changed. Credit is not study hours, but activity hours. So the definition of activity is classroom learning, internship, student exchange, village project, entrepreneurship, and so on. So the list activity can be taken by student, can be selected from program determined by the government. So there are rules in implementing that program, multidisciplinary. So if you have internship and independent study, you will have an education level. D is a diploma. It's like D2 is 2 years of diploma, and then S1 is bachelor degree, S2 is master degree, and S3 is doctoral degree. So education level, it also depends on which semester you are in, minimum semester 4. Then after you completing the major, then the last 3 semesters you have to go outside of your university. If I'm studying chemical engineering, I will be able to go to, for example, psychological industry or any other subject that I like to be in learning. Minimum GPA is also a rule, so 3 out of 4. And then, so benefit is activities can be converted into credit. So when you have an internship, it's also converted into credit. Expand your network beyond your study program. If someone from remote area in Aceh or in Papua, then they can go to ITB, the best, or University of Indonesia for freedom to learn. And then exploration of knowledge and gain knowledge directly from qualified, reputable partners in industry. So current number, we have 725,000 students are already registered. And then 40,000 schools from Open Indonesia have benefit from the teaching. Multidisciplinary and 3,000 organization companies have registered as a partner, and 1,300 higher education has participated in that program. So the challenges is that curriculum adaptation process, it's not overnight, it takes time. And then partner campus are still limited, and financing issue. What if I want to go to me and 30 of the students want to go to ITB, so who will transfer the financing to go to their campus? And then the internship program still experience many obstacles because the collaboration in a remote area with external parties is still very limited, and then management of fund, of course. Then it has advantages and also disadvantages. Among these disadvantages is that the variety of subject may make the student feel lost. The student may have gained knowledge in everything, but not master of anything, I think, yeah. And then agree that it's a general distraction, distracted from the final learning goal may become prevalent with multicultural education. Sometimes my student may feel a little bit lost. It's essential for university to have all the system in place to monitor all the student activity. And then it's also, it's producing only general, maybe not, but there is a famous phrase, master of all trade, but jack of none. It can be manifested into reality if they are not supervised, they take any course that they want. That's why we have master in one domain at least 5 semesters, and then the 3 semesters they can go outside the university. So that's my presentation. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the time allotted for this matter. Back to you, Chandan and Prof. K. Cannot hear you. Still muted.
Where is the moderator? Mana dia, Bu? Sudah hilang nggak?
Chandani, you. Oh, Nada. Yeah, Prof. Nada.
Yes, Prof. Nada is here. You can share what happened.
I cannot hear Chandani's voice. She's still muted.
Chandani, we don't hear you, Chandani. Something with her, Chandani. She don't hear us. Okay, let her speak, but who is the next?
Yeah, I am the next one.
Okay. Okay, welcome, Dr. Anjumi, welcome. Dr. Anjumi is a great educator. Welcome.
Can I start now? So, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Anjum Qureshi, and I'm here to speak on the topic, as per the topic we have, multidisciplinary education and research.
Dr.
So I have
Anjumi, Dr.
Yeah.
Anjumi, can you put a full screen, please? if you can?
Yes, ma'am, yes, just a minute.
Thank you.
Wait, I think I will have to stop. Now is it done?
It is the same. So if you can't, okay, no problem. Okay.
I think there are some issues. I think it's not going on full screen.
Yes.
Okay, my topic is based on multidisciplinary education and research. I have been listening to the other speakers who are just talking about multidisciplinary education. But like, because I'm from engineering background, I thought that I should talk something about how a multidisciplinary research is going on. And my basic core area where I work is Internet of Things. And Internet of Things is a technology, and we are using, actually, we are combining different technologies into it. So I would just like to speak on it. Yes. So I would like to speak upon IoT and multidisciplinary approach. So the concept of IoT, yes, it is a multidisciplinary because nowadays in any branch, like I told you, I'm from engineering. So any branch of engineering, they are developing products using IoT. And because it brings together a wide range of technologies nowadays, whether a person is from mechanical side or the computer side, of course, IoT, it is basically from the computer side, or electronics, mining, civil, everyone is using IoT in one or the other kind of products. And the concept of Internet of Things, it actually emerged as a holistic proposal to enable an ecosystem of very heterogeneous network objects and devices to speak and interact with each other. And to make the IoT system, it is actually necessary to understand the electronic components. Yes, we are using a lot of sensors, we are using protocols, we are using real-time analysis, and we have to locate the objects and devices. So there are a lot of things involved when you are using IoT. Now, regarding the history of IoT, this term, Internet of Things, which it means it was first it was used by Kevin Aston in 1999, and he used it during one of his presentations when he was presenting a project which was based on sensor. And well, though this IoT was used in 1999, but long before that, some students from that Carnegie Mellon University, they used a kind of IoT devices where they created a way to get their campus Coca-Cola vending machine to report on its content. Like it will tell like, okay, what is the amount of Coca-Cola that is present in the vending machine. And similarly, one more of such project, like for the very first time when a toaster was connected to the internet, it was done in 1990 by John Ronke. And after that, even a year later or something, the group of students at the University of Cambridge, they started using a web camera, and that web camera used to collect photos and used to give the information of the toaster. These are some potential applications of IoT. Yes, IoT is being used in a lot of fields. It is used to automate the agriculture, and one of the basic usage that is being used with the smart cities and the home automation system. And it is used in healthcare and medicines. It is used for smart transportation, smart traffic management, security and surveillance. So there are a number of applications of IoT that have been developed along the years, and everywhere IoT is used. But as I stated earlier, when we are using this IoT, most of the times it is not possible to use IoT alone, and therefore we have to combine it with different kinds of technologies. Now, the first one where we used the kind of technology used with IoT is IoT. We are using the cloud computing because we know that IoT it has a large amount of data that is being transferred. And the IoT devices, they're very small. They don't have so much of memory that can accumulate the data. And for this, we are using the cloud computing services with the IoT. These services are used to collect and process the data from the IoT devices, and they are also used to manage the devices remotely. And it actually enables the real-time data analytics. It will allow better information, better decision-making, optimization, and it also mitigates the risk because when we are using IoT, one of the major risks is about compromising of devices or hacking of the devices. So cloud computing helps in that. Another technology that is being widely being used with IoT is the blockchain. So blockchain, it will be used to keep data accounted for on a host of devices so that there is a less downtime and faster movement of data. And its benefit is that because it works on the transaction, in this, the record of transaction, tamper-proof, and the record can only be added to that, never edited. So in a nutshell, what I can talk about blockchain is like I also used it in my research work. We are using blockchain mainly for providing the security purposes because IoT, when we say it is Internet of Things. So when the internet is used to actually connect all the devices, so security risks are very highly being observed. And if at least any one of the devices get compromised, then whole network will get disrupted. So we have to pay a lot of attention for the security and privacy risk. And blockchain is a very good option when we are working for that. IoT is again combined with robotics because, and when it is combined, it is actually called as Internet of Robotic Things. In fact, IoT is nowadays it is not just called IoT, but it is called as IoE, that is Internet of Everything, because as we are combining IoT. So IoT is again IoT with robotics, which is again a novel research area. And the main difference between IoT and using the Internet of Robotic Things is that the robots are taking the real action in the physical world. And the robot will have all the embedded monitoring and sensing capabilities. They can get sensor data from the other resources. They can analyze the data from the events that are occurring around them. They can access the data, and it can decide. The robots can decide actually what action has to be taken, and they will take that action. Like whether it is like if it is controlling an object, so whether to control that object or some manipulations has to be done. So all these decisions will be done by the robots. Yes. IoT is again combined with one more emerging technologies, that is AI. Yes, AI is again being used everywhere, and ML means machine learning. It is a subset of AI, that is the artificial intelligence. And here we see that as the number of users, IoT users are increasing, the number of IoT devices are increasing. So it is not at all possible for the human beings to sort out through the data, because a lot of data is being generated. As the number of devices will increase and the communications will increase, the data is going to increase. So machine learning and AI are one of the primary uses where it can help to manage the data. And machine learning it actually improves itself as it gains more data, and it can make more accurate predictions. Here, you just have to give the data, and it will produce the produce the outputs for you. And some of the like applications where machine learning and AI are used, like self-driving cars. We almost have heard about that. And we can not only that, it will be self-driving cars. It can predict the traffic movements from vehicles and pedestrians. So these are some of the applications where IoT will be used. Another one more technology where IoT has been combined is with the big data, because yes, as I've already said, that IoT devices, they're generating a lot of data. So if only talk about big data, there is actually, it enables real-time analytics of the data. It is handling the kind of data that is not possible for a conventional data analysis software to do. So in that case, IoT is again combined with big data. Then there is a lot of analysis has to be done, and it can it can do it actually involves four important steps, like collecting the data, storing the data, and the analysis using softwares like Spark or Hadoop, and other implementation of the report. And it can be helpful for the business world, and especially in the healthcare, where it can be helping to diagnose the diseases remotely. Yeah, I just included one more thing, IoT and impact on COVID, because we know that just 2 years ago, when the whole world was under the impact of COVID. So here, the first that I mentioned, social distancing device that will give alerts when someone with COVID symptoms come near you. I just mentioned this because I would like to just convey that I have got a patent on this social distancing devices in IoT. I have got a patent on this, and it was an area which I worked and I got a patent. It was one of my areas during my research. So along with that, during the COVID time, some of the more applications that IoT helped us increase in touchless technologies, because yes, we didn't want to touch the surfaces and all during COVID. So development of the touchless technologies and check-in services, like we are checking in the airport or some kind of like cinema hall or something, where services were available without agent assisting you, and manage occupancy levels of public places like restaurants, where the number of people go beyond a certain limit. So you're getting alert that, okay, no one can enter that place. And not the frequency of people using restaurants will notify the sanitation workers for cleaning. This is again one more very important, because so that when during the COVID time, when we were so much aware of sanitation and cleaning, so this was again how IoT has helped. And the other was monitoring of air quality and space. So here's this. With this, I come to the end of the presentation, and these are the few references that I have used for this. Thank you very much. Thank you, IIU, and thank you, Global Education Forum, for this wonderful opportunity to speak on the multidisciplinary research and education.
Thank you, Dr. Anjum. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that we all had gained a lots of knowledge from your presentation, because the topic that you have chosen is about IoT and technology and all those things. So definitely that is a booming topics, and it has an invaluable vast content that we have to look into furthermore as well. So your experience, your expertise today has actually shown us a light into the topics or into the subject that you have chosen. So that was really amazing. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your contribution today. Thank you. And yeah, before I proceed further, Dr. Anjum is an assistant professor from at the Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering, Research and Technology from Chandrapur, India. So that was something that I missed at the beginning due to some network issues and all. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. Thank you. Yes, now I'm excited to invite our next speaker, and I hope sir is already there with us. And I guess sir is not there with us, so let me have the other speaker with us. Yeah,
You can call
just,
Professor Dr. Sharif Ismail.
yeah, Professor Dr. Sharif is there, right?
Welcome,
I guess,
Professor. Welcome.
Hi, my friends.
yes, sir.
I wish all of you, inshallah, good health and a nice time. So, could you please let me share my...
You can, Professor. You can. You can.
Okay, just a minute.
Our great Dr. Ismail is coming from Professor.
Yeah, by the
Great.
time sir shares his
Philanthropist, entrepreneur, author, AI, business mentor, global trainer, researcher, professor of Al-Qura University from Saudi Arabia, and he's from Egypt. He's working in Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Professor Dr. Sharif.
Yeah. Bismillah. First of all, thank you so much for this fabulous invitation. And my topic today, I will talk about software testing and how we can use what we call it artificial intelligence to enhance this area, especially if we need to teach this subject or this knowledge to our students. So let's first talk about the definition of artificial intelligence in software testing, especially. Actually, AI in software testing refers to the use of artificial intelligence technologies such as what we call it machine learning, natural processing, and computer vision to automate and improve software testing process. Actually, AI is used to analyze and interpret large volume of data, what we call it big data, identify pattern and the trends and they make prediction about software behavior. This allows software testing teams to achieve faster, more accurate, and more cost-effective testing process, leading to improved quality and efficiency of software development. Actually, let us just list or mention some of these software testing cases to understand the usage of this artificial intelligence in such area. For example, test case generation, AI can automatically generate test cases by analyzing software code and identifying potential use cases and the scenarios. This can save time and effort for testing a team by automating the process of testing case creations. Also, test case prioritization. AI can analyze data about software behavior and usage to prioritize which test case should be executed first. This can help testing team focus on the most critical and the high-risk areas of the software, improving test efficiency. Another example, defect prediction and prevention. Artificial intelligence can analyze software behavior to predict and prevent defect before they occur. By identifying a pattern and the trends in software behavior, artificial intelligence can help testing team identify potential area of risk and take a proactive measure to prevent defect. Also, test data management. Artificial intelligence can generate test data to simulate real-world scenarios and improve test coverage. This can help the testing team ensure that their software is functioning properly in a wide range of situations. Also, test automation, AI can automate repetitive and time-consuming testing tasks such as regression testing to save time and the effort for testing team. By automating these tasks, testing teams can focus on more complex and critical testing activities. In the last one, accessibility testing can help to identify accessibility issues in software by analyzing the code and user behavior. This can help ensure that software is accessible to people with disability, improving the usage or user experience for a wide range of users. Actually, also there is a lot of benefit of artificial intelligence in software testing, such as faster and more accurate testing. AI can explain how help organizations achieve faster and more accurate. It's the key for that by automating test process and identifying the pattern in a test result. For example, AI can be used to automatically generate test cases, optimize test suits, and predict which tests are most likely to fail. Also improve the test coverage and the quality. Also, AI can help organizations achieve improved test coverage and the quality by detecting edge case and identifying defects that human tester might miss, might lead to defect or vulnerabilities, and generate test cases based on those better. Also, reduction in testing costs explain how artificial intelligence can help organizations reduce their testing cost by automating the repetitive tasks, freeing up testers to focus on more complex or high value of activities, and reducing the need for manual testing. For example, AI can be used to automatically identify defects in code, eliminating the need for human tester to manually review code. Early detection of defects and vulnerabilities discuss how can what we call it and show us how organization can benefit from that and detect defects and the vulnerability early in the software development life cycle by automatically scanning code and identifying potential issues. For example, it can analyze code for security vulnerability or to identify defects that are likely to cause performance issue. My voice audible for you? That's
Yes,
great.
yes, doctor. Yes, yes. Continue. Great presentation. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. So also impact of AI in software testing. Actually, automation excuse me just a minute. Okay. Automation of repetitive tasks explain how AI can help automated repetitive tasks such as test case generation and execution, thereby freeing up tester to focus on more strategic activities. Also, integration with what we call it DevOps. Discuss here about AI, how can help integrate testing into DevOps process by automatically running a test as part of continuous integration and the development pipelines. For example, AI can be used to automatically run tests whenever code is checked into repository, or ensuring that defects are identified early in the software development lifecycle. Improve the collaboration between tester and developers. Explain how AI can help facilitate collaboration between tester and the developers. Actually, the key here also, the AI will explain that by providing a real-time feedback on code changes and identifying defects early in the SDLC. For example, AI can be used to automatically analyze code changes and provide feedback on the impact of those changes on test suites. The last point, optimization of testing process discussion, how AI can help optimize that we can explain using or providing insight into testing matrix, identifying area for improvement, and recommending test suites. For example, when we talk about AI, can use to analyze test result and identify areas where test coverage is low, or to recommend which test should be run in a particular order to maximum or maximize test coverage. Actually, there is a lot of challenges we face when we use AI in software testing. For example, lack of trust in AI result. Until now, we didn't get accurate result. Still, AI in the stage of growing up. So the lack of transparency in some AI models and algorithms can make it difficult for a tester, the developer, to trust the results produced by AI systems. For example, tester may question the accuracy of AI generated test cases or defect rate, which can undermine the effectiveness of AI in software testing. Also, selection of appropriate algorithm and the model. Selecting the appropriate algorithms and the models for AI-based testing can be challenging, as different algorithms may be better suited for different type of testing tasks. For example, some algorithms may be better at identifying defects, while other may be better to generate test cases. Need for specialized skills and the knowledge. The adoption of AI in software testing requires specialized skills and the knowledge, such as expertise in data science and machine learning. For example, organization may need to invest in training and hiring data scientists or machine learning engineers to build maintain AI-based testing system. Also, cost of implementing AI-based testing. The cost of implementing this system can be a challenge for our organization, as it requires significant investment in technology and expertise. For example, organization may need to invest in hardware and software infrastructure, as well as specialized tools and the platform for building and testing models. By the way, also one of the vital point I remember, ethical consideration. Explain here how the usage of AI in software testing raises ethical consideration such as the potential for bias in artificial intelligence model, or the impact of artificial intelligence on the employment. For example, AI model may be biased toward a certain type of defect or user behavior, leading to incomplete or inaccurate test results. Therefore, the future of AI in software testing, when we talk about that, we will focus on increasing adoption of AI-based testing. The adoption of AI in software testing is likely to continue to increase in the future as organizations seek to achieve faster, more accurate, and the more cost-effective testing process. For example, AI-based testing is expected to become more prevalent in industries such as finance, health care, and the transportation, where defect can have significant impact on safety and security. Also, advancement in the artificial intelligence technology, such as the development of explainable AI model and the integration of AI with other emerging technology like blockchain and the Internet of Things, are likely to drive further innovation in software testing. For example, explainable AI model could help increase trust in AI results, while the integration of AI with blockchain and other advanced technology enable new forms of testing and quality assurance. Also, new business model and opportunities. The adoption of AI in software testing is likely to lead to new business model and opportunities, such as the development of AI-based testing platform and service. For example, organization may be able to monetize their AI-based testing expertise by offering consulting or testing service to other organizations. Conclusion, to summarize the main point of the presentation, I will highlight on the following. Actually, we encourage the audience to further explore AI in software testing and stay informed about the latest trends and developments in this field. And actually, we always encourage to enhance your area using artificial intelligence, and no exception in software testing. Thank you so much, and I'm so happy to be with you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharif. And I would like to take a moment to express our gratitude to you, sir, because you have given an enlightening talk on AI and its example. And I think we all are aware, all the audience and all the speakers over here, that how the AI is taking place in the field of education, especially, and how it is creating opportunities also sometimes, and sometimes a threat for all of us as an educators, and as well as for the kids also to whom we are teaching, right? So definitely that was really fortunate enough to have you, sir, today to learn and learn something new from the esteemed expert in the field like you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Break the leg, Dr. Sharif, how you say. You break the leg. Wonderful.
Yes, so now I would like to invite our next speaker for the day, that is Dr. Arvind Kumar Bhatt. Talking about him, Dr. Arvind is a professor at GL Bajaj Institute of Management and Research from India. And let's have a word of wisdom and word of knowledge from Dr. Arvind. Sir, please.
Thank you very much for this opportunity and wonderful introduction, Chandni. So today in this topic, I will just talk of focusing on the advantages of having collaborative research and education, multidisciplinary basically. Okay, So nowadays we can see in this world the things are getting complex every time, and there are interconnected problems that can be solved, that cannot be solved by a single discipline or approach. Therefore, it has been important to just look, see towards the multidisciplinary approach towards education and research. So, as our previous speaker talked about the disadvantages also, because the implementing it may be a little bit challenging, but the advantages are more, because here we are trying to find out the solution which persist in our society. So this multidisciplinary approach definitely is going to help, and there are numerous advantages of it. Whether you are just going with the interdisciplinary teaching classroom scenario, or whether you are going for the research. We commonly know it as a cohort research, where two different discipline people come together, apply their brain, and try to develop the new research in an innovative manner. So I will just talk about the advantages part of this interdisciplinary education and research. So let me just start with the advantages. First, the student will get comprehensive and holistic understanding of the world. He will not be confined into a particular segment. He will be not confined, or he will not feel helpless that I don't know this thing. Like just before me, Professor Ismail told that we should apply this ML and AI into the field where we are there, where we have the expertise. Why? Because once you will apply practically those things, it's not like that I am from the management discipline. I don't want to go with the AI or ML because this is not my area. This is the area from the computer science, right? But if both are learning the things, like people, those who are from AI and ML, they should know the practices from the business domain, and the business people should know the application part of the AI and ML. The things will be definitely going towards right direction. Again, I will support Dr. Firdaus' statement. There are so many challenges which comes in the implementation part. But once we see focus on the challenges, we are not going to do anything. But here, my emphasis to bring those areas where we can work together, and it can give us you know, a big advantage, a new dimension, or an innovative field to work. So firstly, they will get the holistic approach. Okay, by studying multiple disciplines, students are exposed to different perspectives of different fields. They will be exposed to the methodologies. They will be exposed to the approaches, and that can be integrated to solve the today's problem. This prepares them for the career in the field that requires a diverse set of skills, and equip them with the ability to think creatively and creatively, especially. Okay. And second thing, what this multidisciplinary education can promote, that is the innovation and creativity. As I told you, when two different experts from different field, once they come closer and start working on a project, then these both expertise can give a new innovative idea. There will be a creativity in developing a new phenomena, new model, new approach towards some problems. So when students and researchers from different area comes together, they collaborate with each other. They bring a unique perspective and develop a unique kind of expertise into it. So they can lead to a new innovative solution to the complex problem. That would be possible. I think that would not be possible once you are focusing on a single dimensional expertise. Okay. For example, the researcher from biology, chemistry, and engineering could collaborate to develop a new medical technology that can save lives. Even Professor Ismail's presentation directly indicates that we should take the help of technology in any field nowadays. Then only after some period of time we can have more exposure towards it. Okay. And moreover, this multidisciplinary research promote team skills, teamwork skills. Two people, different expertise coming up for the new things. So definitely there will be a better communication, better understanding, which will help in building team skills among the collaborators. Okay. So this requires an effective communication, teamwork skills. Though this collaboration, student researcher learn to work effectively in teams, share their knowledge, and develop interpersonal skills that are essential for success in any field. Right. So finally, I will just say to develop an innovative thing and to address some of the most pressing issue of our time, like climate change, poverty, diseases, are complex and interconnected problems that are required multidisciplinary approach to solve. In the traditional methodology, I think there is some kind of hurdles, blockage, which can be removed through this educational part, which can be developed with the when people are coming together with having the expertise from different domain. So we can address the societal approaches, challenges. So by bringing together the experts from different fields, we can develop innovative solutions that can improve the total quality of life for the people around the world. So this is my perspective on the disciplinary educations, and it should be promoted. Government is putting more efforts into it. Like you see, today we are having an international conference from different part of the world. And just it is happening due to the knowledge of the Zoom and other media coming from the CS and IT. So it will foster and it will promote the creativity of the people, helping in solving the problem. So my part goes to, instead of seeing the challenges, instead of seeing the implementation part, we should find out the way where we can apply this in order to enhance the creativity among students and researchers. So nowadays, I just putting my words that we should focus on these kind of areas where we can collaborate, where there is a student program, where there are opportunities to interact with each other, to build the team. And nowadays technology and your expertise area are coming together. We are serving the society and community as whole, and we are trying to put our words so many people can understand, listen, and or they can work upon it. So my total dedication, my total vote goes to promote this interdisciplinary education and research. Although there are some kind of challenges, we need to find out the ways, and definitely it is going to be the boon for the industry and for the world as whole. So thank you very much for providing me this platform to say something on this topic. Thank you, really very humble to be here with you all. Thank you very much from my side.
Excellent.
Thank you so
From
much.
Great.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
sorry.
Reviewer,
Sorry.
our great reviewer of the speeches today. Great, Professor Arvind.
Thank you.
Sorry
Thank
for
you,
disturbing the moderator.
Professor Sharif, also for giving me the examples from his talks. And thank you very much, Firdaus, also for providing me the challenges, because I was not having any kind of PPT today. So I was having only the mindset, and I collected all the contents from you guys. Thank you very much, Professor Firdaus. Thank you very much, Professor Sharif. Really humbled to be on this platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your enlightening and thought-provoking discussion and taking forward the topic of our previous speakers. That was really a continuation that we felt, and we didn't miss that link between the topics. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Yes, moving forward, let me invite our next speaker, who is academician Dr. Dragan Jonovo, and who is an academician, inventor, a scientist, a researcher, an educator, humanist, agroecologist, and who is coming from the country Macedonia. So most welcome, sir. The stage is all yours.
Thank you very much.
Hello,
Hello.
Dragon.
Hello, dear friends. Hello.
Good to see you. Please, please, please.
Listen, you need, Dragan, you need to show us the cookies, the cakes, your menu today. Happy and blessed Easter to you.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Hvala puno nada.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to be part of the World Conference today, multidisciplinary. Thank you, my lovely team, Nada and other my friends. I speak shortly. Multidisciplinary approach is a method of curriculum integration that highlights the diverse perspective that different disciplines can bring to illustrate a theme, subject, or use. In a multidisciplinary curriculum, multiple disciplines are used to study the same topic. Multidisciplinary research takes place when faculty from different disciplines work independently on a common problem of research question. In this approach, faculty share research goals and work of the same problem, but look at it from their one discipline's perspective. Example could include showdowning on interviewing colleagues and partners outside of one's discipline, such as marketing measures, meeting with engineers and information technology specialists, or political science measures, meeting with social justice advocates, therapeutics, and family scientists. Communication, teamwork, conflict resolution, celebrating diversity, and finding a common goal where independent as key determines of successful multidisciplinary teams. The goal of multidisciplinary care teams is to provide the most comprehensive care possible at the right place and time for each patient. Highlights some of the values the underall and effective multidisciplinary team include: effective communication and coordination, respect and trust, the scope of the multidisciplinary nature of environmental science studies, the multidisciplinary nature of environmental studies encompasses biological, cultural, social, and physical components, science, geography, economics, statistics, health, technology, population, and ecology are all related to it. The benefits of working is in a multidisciplinary health team shared knowledge. The most benefit to working within an MDT in the opportunity for collaboration and shared expertise, multiple perspectives, continuity of care, additional support. Multidisciplinary teams can be an effective tools to facilitate collaboration between professionals and hence improve outcome for people and communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dragan. And I think, again, you have also shared the importance that how the multidisciplinary is affecting today's generations. And when we are talking all over the world, definitely we need to rethink about that, how the young adults will be affected and how the young adults should think about for the future of their life.
Yes.
Right. So thank you so much, Dr. Dragan. It is always pleasure, as Professor Nada has already said, it's always pleasure to have you here on with all of us. Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Welcoming our next speaker, who is always an esteemed personality for our sessions. And it is always for me, I think I have learned a lot from her as well. So let's welcome Dr. Kalpana Dikshit, who is from India. And Dr. Kalpana is a research supervisor at Baraktullah University from Bhopal. So let's welcome her and let's have her words of knowledge. Please, ma'am.
Dr. Kalpana, unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, I have unmuted already. Thank you so much, Chandani, for such a beautiful and impressive introduction. I am honored. So, I'm Dr. Kalpana Dixit from India. And since yesterday, this is 2 days of multidisciplinary research, where few speakers have spoke about the multidisciplinary research, interdisciplinary research, and research, quality research, quantitative research, and every type of research they have been discussed. And now, they have already discussed some artificial intelligence, cloud computing, so many other topics are also there. Yes, we have to welcome. This is the nature of research. We have to welcome all the disciplines at any platform every time, because we are not a discipline focused. We should be multidisciplined in each and every aspect of life, because research is a broad and vast concept, and research can be done anytime, anywhere. But if you speak about the scientific, that can be done only in laboratories, but other type of research can be done in different types of methods. So here I would like to share my screen about the multidisciplinary research. This is the theme of the today. So I would like to share my screen, and this is my presentation. Yeah, is it visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, you can put it on, yeah, presentation
Full
mode, so it
screen,
will be
please.
more
Full
clearer
screen,
to us
please.
also.
Okay.
Press the full screen, please, doctor.
Yeah, is it visible to you all?
Great.
Yes,
Great,
yes,
Dr. Kalpana. Yes, great.
yes,
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 this
yes,
is
yes.
clear?
Excellent, excellent.
Okay, thank you. What is research? Research is creating new knowledge. This all you have known already in today's conference. So here I would like to focus, my present topic is multidisciplinary research and education, a conceptual discussion. I have to discuss the various aspects of multidisciplinary research. What is multidisciplinary research exactly? This is combining or involving more than one discipline or field of study. As it is visible in this picture, literacy, math, physical education, art, music, language, and science and literature. If we would like to solve one area, environmental education, then we have to focus on all these areas so that we can conduct the multidisciplinary research efficiently. The second one is that how can we define a multidisciplinary research? Multidisciplinary research takes place when faculty from different disciplines work independently on a common problem or a simple single research question. In this approach, faculty share research goals and work on the same problem, but look at it from their own discipline perspective. What it means? There is a single problem, but the disciplines are multiple. So they view the single problem on their own perspective, on their own attitude, on their own views. So combined with a combined effect, they will find a solution of a single problem. For example, a problem related with environment. So we have to focus on so many disciplines like atmospheric science, global climate model, satellite data analysis, big data, data scientists, and other modern science. So we have to collect data and analyze these data and to report in a teamwork we can work so that we can find a prospective solution for a single problem. How the research cycle go? I'm discussing here about the multidisciplinary research, focusing on the research cycle of that multidisciplinary research. It is almost same inter or interdisciplinary research or quality or quantitative research. This is almost same. What is the difference? I will explain you later. The research cycle go like that. Choosing, number one is identify a problem area, a big problem area. We have to identify. From that big problem area, you have to choose a specific topic for conducting your research. for conducting the project of multidisciplinary research, then you have to formulate either research question or hypothesis. Hypothesis either in negative way, null hypothesis, or in positive way. Research question is it in the question mark. This will happen, otherwise this will happen otherwise. Okay, the fourth step is writing a research proposal. We have to write a research proposal and then creating a research design and methodology. What specific tools, techniques, data we will apply, whether we will do survey method, we will do case study method, we can do historical survey, or we can do some scientific research. So we have to define this research design, and along with that, we will plan our research methodology also. So this is a research cycle. This will go like a scientific way. Then phases of the research process. How many phases are there? These are the conceptual, the design, the empirical, the analytical, and the disseminating phase. All these, those who are already done their doctoral degree, they know very well how a concept can be ultimately reached on a dissemination of information. Gradually, through step by step, they will continue refer the literature, they will continue go to the library and laboratory, they will continue find out the solution, find out the tools, find out the techniques, and ultimately they will disseminate all the conceptual information to the public, and that will be a research project or research report. Culture of multidisciplinary research. Why this multidisciplinary research has been emerged? Why people are so much fond, so much impressive of this research? Because the global climate is being changed, the human nature and nurture is being changed, the environment of society and the family is being changed. So there are so many problems emerge daily. So how can one discipline solve these problems? So we are collectively gathered on a single platform for working on a single project so that we can solve the problems of all these types of. So this multidisciplinary culture creates social awareness, social recognition, investment for the future. If we find a solution now, that will definitely impactful and useful in the future also. And enabling partnership between faculty, among faculty, between our country, another country. So this will enable definitely a partnership also. What is the need of multidisciplinary research? A number of researchers are going on worldwide, and these researches cannot be conducted in isolation. Various types of incidents, natural and man-made, are taking around. It is not possible to study them in isolation. And multidisciplinary research helps in overall study of the problem from various outlooks. And multidisciplinary research aims at avoiding the defects of incompleteness. Many times when we have conducted a research interdisciplinary or interdisciplinary, there must be a complication of ultimate finding. Yes, true. We are giving some suggestion for further research, but how much this can will go for further research, for further research, for further research. So there is an incompleteness. So for fulfilling this incompleteness, we are definitely required a multidisciplinary research so that each and every discipline collectively find a permanent and ultimate solution of particular problem. And each and every discipline is bound to take the help of other discipline in order to reach a suitable conclusion. This is very much important. And these conclusions will definitely achieve through a hard work of a longitudinal project. This is the defect of multidisciplinary research because there are many disciplines, many experts of different fields are collected, and many different research methodology, tools, and techniques have been applied. So this project will be longitudinal, but its ultimate result and finding is definitely very much impactful for the society, for nation, and for the nature and environment also. And competency required for multidisciplinary team member, they must be critical thinker, problem solver, managing information. They must be capable, competent in managing information. They have to collect information from different sources. So they must be capable of that. And creativity and innovation, they must have creative idea. They should not focus on the streamline. They should bring ideas from different things, different discipline by interacting with different scientists, professor and research and scholar also, by visiting the library, by visiting the lab also. And communication, they must have very clear and precise communication about what they think about a particular problem. And what other thing is that? Collaboration, a strict bound collaboration, and cultural and global citizen. They have the quality of cultural and global citizenship so that they should accept and respect the view of the others. They should not create the conflicting and nuisance situation. They must have this quality. And other thing is that this is also important for their personal growth and well-being itself. Tips for successful multidisciplinary team. What are the tips? Use the right tools. There are many collaboration tools that can have the team work together online more easily. It is not necessary to go and cross the border. Many of your work you can conduct online. Then respect each other, even though they are professional. Bringing people from different disciplines together can cause conflict of personality and opinion. It's very genuine when two different people collect and we express their views and opinion. There must be a conflict, but they should respect the opinion. They should respect the views of each other and prioritize team goals. They have to decide. They should not deviate from the theme, because deviation of a theme, deviation of a subject area are very, very bad cause to any research issue. You should not be deviate from a specific subject area or a specific problem area or a specific theme. So you have to prioritize your team goals according to that and circulate information uniformly. It means if you have sent information to A and we will not receive it, that will definitely not support your research. You have to equally, at the same time, you have to disseminate the information and communicate all the positive facts and data there and establish a bond within the team. This is a very good effort to establish a bond within all the team members. How many types of multidisciplinary integration? We are talking about the multidisciplinary curriculum also. So multidisciplinary curriculum and multidisciplinary research are the same thing. This is the solving of the problem and this is the method of teaching. But we are collecting the multidiscipline at a time. So types of multidisciplinary integration, both in education and research, how this will possible. Parallel curriculum integration, this and this. Curriculum A, curriculum B, this is integration. Then infusion curriculum integration. Take part A from curriculum X, take part B from curriculum Y, and you should integrate all the curriculum. One component from each curriculum. Then multidisciplinary curriculum. Discipline A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. You should compile all that. And then transdisciplinary curriculum. Transdiscipline means one curriculum from psychology, another is a neuroscience, third one is from clinical psychology, fourth one is from mathematics. Transdiscipline, a different type of discipline must be integrated and solve the problem. And that is more or less often occur in the behavior science and some scientific research of clinical psychology also. Then advantages. What are the advantages? Why we are focusing on this issue today on this global conference? It provides different approaches and perspective on problem. It provides fresh viewpoint in facility to exchange of methodologies. Multidisciplinary research enhances the vision of researchers on their own discipline, and they are a way to acquire insight of the other discipline also. Create network and enhance existing network. More shared knowledge by working together and contribute to the lifelong learning of the researcher. Facilitate exchange between different disciplines. While reading papers from discipline, you are limited to a particular content. But when you are reading a paper or research project of multidiscipline, you are confined to many disciplines. And while working in collaboration with researchers from different disciplines, you can understand what are the exact hypotheses and methodologies we have to apply for a such a particular problem we are going to study. Because you are confined on your own area. You know, if I belong to education faculty, I focus on case study, historical research, data survey, open questionnaire, closed-end questionnaire. But a scientific person do what they do. They can operate on control and operational variables. They can work on both that thing on a laboratory in a control situation. So they should definitely frame a different type of hypothesis and apply different type of methodology. So we can come across all these knowledge, and the exchange of knowledge is possible during multidisciplinary research. And it is also increasing the impact of one and other discipline. Then I would like to focus on a few disadvantages of this, not because of discouraging the people for going for multidisciplinary research, only because you must be aware and alert of this type of disadvantages. What are the disadvantages there? Problems of communication between people from this different disciplines. Then time consuming in order to learn about the new discipline. Then funding issue due to long process of execution. People have to learn more about the other discipline, not in terms of knowledge, but also in terms of methodology, tools, and content. Multidisciplinary research also implies a cost in education and different disciplines involved. New trends and techniques of researchers. This is for researchers, those who are gathering for collecting data on multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, or interdisciplinary research. Predictive analysis. Predictive analysis refers to a sophisticated form of analysis using current and historical data to forecast future outcomes. This thing you must know very well. Predictive analysis nowadays a very important trend. Then digital tools. You have to apply so many digital tools and techniques for conducting your research projects. Then data visualization is also important. Artificial intelligence is one of the important tools of conducting multidisciplinary research. Visuals and graphics make your research more impactful and more useful. Then advanced software and tools for data collection. This is also important. This is a roadmap of multidisciplinary education and research. University, that is the vision of Government of India. This will work like that. Changes in examination pattern, changes in curriculum, changes in internalization, internship, student wellness, holistic and all-round development of the student. So these all things go collectively so that we can focus on the multidisciplinary teaching learning, multidisciplinary education, multidisciplinary research, and globally we can solve each and every issue of the research. And it's a better collaboration for research. This is very much important. Collaboration is also always important for research and education. Thank you, Global Community for Education, for this international conference, International Internship University, and IIU Research Center. I am really honored and thankful to you all for this wonderful opportunity given to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much. And I think again, we all over here, all the speakers and all the audience would be definitely very insightful and has actually gained a lot of knowledge that how the multidisciplinary research is really important for all of us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your lovely presentation. And again, as always, honor to listen to you. And I
Dr.
think many of
Kalpana, a
you,
big smile,
yes.
please. Big smile, Dr. Kalpana, please. And tell something. Nothing.
Okay,
Great.
thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah. Moving forward to our next speaker, who is from Tanzania, Dr. Ali Bahati Zeblon Kimaro. Dr. Ali Bahati is a principal and the director of Kilimjanaro Field and the Class of Environment Protection Initiative, that is KEPI, and he is from Tanzania. So let's welcome Dr. Please.
Thank you so much.
My great friend, Dr. the protector of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Thank you, IIU, for this opportunity. Thank you, all members, to be with me in this session, to be together, to talk together about the session. My side, I'm very happy. I'm listening other members. This is a good session. It's a good idea. We can go to do it. Yeah, we are together with our team today, and this is my initiative. I am a professional in solid waste management, environmental impact assessment, environmental protection. So my side, I talk about environment and biodiversity in the session. Before to go to the session, I needed to talk something with all people around the world. As you can see this picture here, this is the Earth's surface. Only people they live in this Earth's surface is the 30% area of the Earth. But the rest is Antarctica, is the ocean. In that area, we have different types of soil, as you can see in this picture here. This is a main point to go to my session. Multiple disciplinary research refer to how two or more disciplines are contributing to understanding and defining what learning is. I talk about conservation of biodiversity and environmental protection. Conservation is the sustainable use and the management of natural resources, including wildlife, water, air, earth deposit, both renewable and non-renewable. We will see the soil, different type of soil. So, soil and the land are the one family of nature's most complex ecosystem. It contains myriad of organisms which interact, contributing to the global cycle that make all life possible, such as species, habitat ecosystem. It's important for our health, whether food, fuel, many services, we depending on it. Players an integral role supporting many sectors of development. Also, it is allowed to adaptation to changing conditions, including climate action or climate change in sustainable urban and rural people livelihood. Let's talk about conservation. This includes plantation of trees in degraded habitat, forest protection and improvement of habitat, improvement of water availability, moisture conservation, measure to reduce dependence of forest, environmental control, weed control, forest burning control. All this is help with reducing human and man-with-animal conflict. Who is tree? Tree is amazing. Is the life of many creatures in the world, as you can see the picture here. You can't measure for a few moments. You can take a lot of time to measure about the creatures who need tree. That tree biodiversity. The diversity of plants on the planet Earth an important resource for food, shelter, and agriculture. It includes flowering plants, trees, shrubs, grasses, plants, and well as the gymnosperms. The benefit of tree and the other green infrastructure. All this is infrastructure is all this needed a tree. All this biodiversity, healthy, reducing, everything is tree. Agriculture biodiversity. Benefit of agriculture biodiversity are to ensure production of food, fuel, maintaining other ecosystem service, to allow adaptation to change conditions, including climate change or climate action, and sustaining rural and urban people livelihood. Oh, animal biodiversity. It is a branch of zoology which deals with vertebrates, mammalia, reptilia, amphibia, eggs, and the vertebrate insects, spider, worms, whatever. This is animal biodiversity, you can see here. Conservation strategies. We have three: in situ conservation, ex situ conservation, and restoration or rehabilitation of living creatures are in danger of extinction in the world. In situ conservation is the on-site conservation or conservation of genetic resource in natural population of plant and animal species. It is the process of protecting and engaging plant or animal species in its natural habitat, either by protecting or cleaning up habitat itself, or by defending the species from predators. This is predators, lion. This is a lion, the name is Bob Jr. now was died because of natural conservation territories. So I take the picture to show you. This is a Bob Jr. family. Is an amount of predators that they live because of the other animal. Ex-situ conservation. This is conservation and maintenance of plant sample outside their natural habitat, either in the form of whole plant or as a seed, pollen, and tissue or cell culture. Conservation farming is the approach of which soil management practice and reducing to a minimum, thus preventing the soil properties and natural biodiversity, including a set of practices which conserve the soil water and the soil moisture, enhance fertilizer and seeds used, and the final save the many natural resources. Okay, now let's talk about this earth surface. We'll talk about many things about the conservation. We talk about the 30% of the earth's surface. 80% of earth's surface, deforestation, we have a war, we have agriculture, infrastructure, we have biodiversity, we have many things in 30%. How can you think in your side, in your area and region, continent? Do you think 30% is safe for all people around the world without take care to protect creatures or to protect environment? Because we don't have any area to go. It's only 30% the earth's surface we are dealing with. Why do you, think for that 30% of the earth's surface? So, due to activity of some of human beings, the world is under threat such as war. People destroy natural vegetation, deforestation, urbanization, industrialization, agriculture, many things is disturbing 30% of the Earth's surface. I was saying that the world is the cheapest area to live more than another area in the Earth, because when you go to another side, maybe Mars, is very expensive. But in the world we are living naturally free, air free. You can get a food, a fuel, a cheap, whatever. So the effect of that 30% when we are playing with it is rising maximum of temperatures, rising minimum of temperatures, rising sea levels, higher ocean temperatures, and increase of heavy raining, and other area glaciers was shrinking. Impact of that 30 area and the human activities. Many creatures will suffocate. Other creatures are moving from their original living area and move to live another area or location where was safe or danger, just to get their shelter. Others die. So, about this session, I'm Dr. Libati Zablon Kimara. I have an idea and a program about restoration and the rehabilitation of living creatures are in danger of extinction in the world. Dear friend, join with me and with our team to save those creatures. We have competition to protect the creatures around the world. I can do in my country, but how about the other country? How about the other continent? How about the world? When I do myself is not to save the world, but when we do together in the world, region, continent, worldwide, we can protect in India, Croatia, Tanzania, whatever. We can protect, even if not all, but we can protect somehow of the creatures. Benefit of this competition worldwide. Protection both environment and creatures. Improvement of problem and climate change or climate action. Increase creativities and innovation for many people, especially youth, and increase knowledge, theory, and practical, field and class about the creatures. Because when you go to the field to take a data, you increase your knowledge about that creatures. And when you do implementation, how to protect for future generation, that is a practical. Wow. Asante sana. Asante sana, it means thank you so much. This is Swahili language. I'm Dr. Libahati Zablon Kimaro from Tanzania. Thank you for this opportunity. I would like to all together to think about the future generation. Before us, there are many animals in the world we see in the picture, but we don't see in our eyes. We just take a picture. This is some of animal was living in the earth. So it's now to work up to protect that creatures are in danger in extinction in the world for future generation, because it's not good to show your son or other future, this is a monkey, or this is a bird, some bird can show this is a bird was in the danger, but we protect it for you to see and to make it a research, because when the creatures was died, we don't have many research to do it because we don't have something to do. Thank you so much. Asante.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much. It was really, again, a deep dive into the Earth's surface. And I think we all are looking into the SDGs, which talks about global warming, which talks about lots of things in the education field. And definitely your presentation was taking me a bit towards the SDGs again. So thank you so much, Doctor, for being here with us and sharing your achievements, actually, I would say. And it was really great to see that. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, moving to, I guess we are towards the end of today's wonderful sessions again, and definitely I would take a leave from you all and would hand over the stage to Professor Nada, who will be taking us towards the conclusion of this event. Please, Professor Nada.
I'm also here to give enlightenment towards the topic.
Yes, please, sir. Without you, how we can end up this? Yes, definitely. Sure, sir.
Thank you very much, my able moderator. It's a pleasure meeting you once again. I admire all your moderatorship. I also thank all the speakers. They did justice to the topic. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, our able excellency. Thanking God for this great opportunity. Thanking IIU, Sir Advocate Piyush Pandey. Thanking IIU Research Center, the President, Prof. Nada. Thank you, my able friend, Professor Pradipta, the GCE president, for your good works towards promoting SDGs education into reality and fulfillment. The theme before us today is multidisciplinary education and research. It is paramount that education and research should be transformed with multidisciplinary approach. This calls for change in our curriculum. Multidisciplinary education, which can also be called multidisciplinary curriculum, whereby same topic is studied from the viewpoint of more than one discipline, because it is an approach to curriculum integration. It focuses primarily on the different disciplines and diverse perspectives they bring to illustrate a topic, a theme, or issue. Lot of skills can be gained from multidisciplinary education and research, such as problem solving, critical thinking, time management, self-management, communication and writing, analysis and research methodologies, collaboration, flexibility, synthesis of idea, adaptability, application of information technology, teamwork. Note, this skill can easily be transferable across work environments. As an educator or student, don't you like to have these skills? Of course, yes. We are going to focus on the area of analysis and research methodologies. Yeah. This involves studying the methods used in your field and the theories or principles behind them in order to develop an approach that matches your objectives. Methods are the specific tools and procedure you use to collect, analyze data. For example, experiments, survey, statistical tests. There are 4 main types of research analysis: the descriptive, the correlational, causal, comparative, and quiz experimental. Experimental research. Research methodologies has components which can be said to be 7: abstract or summary, introduction, review of literature, methods, results, conclusion, and discussion, and references. There are differences between research method and methodology.